Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to ELI, the only podcast in India where we invite a new founder on every episode to talk about their journey and their story of building a startup. And today we have with us Himanshu Singla, who is the meme man of India. And he's the co founder of Idiotic Media, which is India's leading meme marketing agency. Hi, Himanshu. Welcome to ELI.
Thank you, Priya, for inviting us. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
to
Hi.
start with, Himanshu, would love to hear about your background, your story. How has been your journey prior to entrepreneurship? Where did you study? Where were you born and brought up? Where did you work? And what has been journey before entrepreneurship? And how did you land up into entrepreneurship? And uh, how has been your journey with the meme as well? So a meme has as a culture, meme has developed over the years, and I think you being a meme marketer, you would have also studied the whole evolution, and you also would have evolved along the way. So tell us that story. Anything beyond before Idiotic Media started? I would love to know about that story.
Hello, everyone. I am Himanshu, founder and CEO of Idiotic Media. So, so I am not meant to be a marketer. I don't want it to be a marketer. So I
Okay.
start back in my school. I used to do small hustle things, but
Mm-hmm.
majorly in my college time, I was, in the path of entrepreneurship. I was trying multiple startups. I was, trying to get noticed. There was, back in 2015, there was a trend of virtual reality, augmented reality. So I,
Mm-hmm.
along with my college mate, we started a company named Movins, which was a 3D startup, and I was the technical lead, the CTO of that startup.
Okay, so you are
So
a tech guy.
yes. So I raised funding for that startup as well during my college
Wow.
years only, and we got NASCOM incubated. We got
Mm-hmm.
$50,000 grant from Facebook. We got investment of 30 lakh rupees from few angel investors during
Wow.
that time. And after, back along with that, I was also uh, for fun. I was, creating Instagram content for a page named Idiotic Sperm. So
Mm-hmm.
side by side, this was the fun journey, and the journey I was moving forward was entrepreneurship with a tech product in the market. And still that dream is, inside. I want to introduce something tech in the marketing side as well from our part. Of course, there are a lot of tech in the market available,
Mm-hmm.
and that is why we're working on multiple tools from our side. Yes. So then
Got it.
idiotic sperm, when started picking up back in the time, and my company movements was not working. We were not getting the B2B clients. Then I took the
Mm.
decision that we should move ahead with this marketing, me marketing things, and let's start, because I saw a lot opportunity here, that these memes can be used by a lot of brands, and this can be a huge thing. During that time, very few pages existed on Instagram platform, but on Facebook there were a lot of pages. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so and Facebook engagement was dying during that time. Uh, Instagram was picking up,
Okay.
so we started pitching a lot of these meme pages to we collaborated with all of the meme partners. Some other pages were also there, like pages like Ghanta, pages like Adult Society. There were a lot of pages, so we partnered
Mm-hmm.
with all of them. We started pitching those pages to brands, and that is how the company started. Later on, we introduced influencer marketing as a service, social media management as a service as well. Yes.
Got it. So, being
Yes.
a tech guy yourself, when take us through the initial days of Instagram when you were creating the memes, and you would have observed how the algorithm works. Because you are a tech guy yourself, you have developed technology products yourself. You would know which kind of posts work, catches the virality. Do likes work more or do comments work more? So, what did you observe in those days before you becoming popular? What made you so popular in the Instagram?
I think playing with the algorithm always helps. During that time, there was a lot of follow for follow, share for share. Everyone was doing it. For example, a person with 10,000 followers is partnering with another person with 10,000 followers.
Mm.
They were sharing each other content. They were following each other. They were following the follow for follow hashtag. But during that time, initially we noticed that if we get 100 likes in the first minute of the content, it will get
Mm-hmm.
viral. So we got the trick. So initially,
Oh,
whenever we used to upload content, we had made a small group of ours where we used to send content. In the first minute, we used to get the maximum number of likes, and that helped us getting the great reach out of Instagram platform. And
does this
later on,
still work today also?
no, after this converted into comments in
Okay.
2018-19. When I don't know if you've seen in 2018-19, people used to come live and ask
Mm.
for comments from people during the first few
Mm-hmm.
minutes of the.
Right.
So after like it become comments in 2018-19, and now it has in 2023-24 it was shares, and now it is
Mm-hmm.
saves. So
Okay.
now, if you want to get more reach, you have to push your audience to do more and more saves for you. So
Mm-hmm.
these four algorithm now works, right? So for
Got
initially
it.
started with likes, yes. So in the first few minutes, if you get the maximum engagement on your content, you will get more reach definitely on your content. Yes.
Got it. So this is how it works. This is how people get viral and content gets
Yes.
viral. So
Yes.
what after happened after that? So you in 2018 you partner with other meme pages and social media pages which were also doing good.
Hmm.
But so the fundamental challenge here is businesses have never leveraged social media in a way that they should be doing. So there are creative brands like Zomato and Swiggy. They do a lot of moment marketing and creative marketing on their social pages, but in general businesses do not get the pulse of social media. How did you convince them that yeah, this is something that you should invest in, this can work? And sometimes it also gets into in conflict with their brand image, so they don't want to get into comedy type of content. They do not want to associate with something that can get controversial, especially in uh, sometimes things get political as well, so brands do not want to get associated with that. How did you sort of pitch to the brands, and what were the discussions that you were having those days?
These problems we still face. A lot of brands still, say that they don't want to play any game. So what I think what worked for us, onboarding I think 500 to 700 brands on meme marketing is we analyzed that major problem was copyright. People were when we talk about meme, it's about using others' photo, using other content, right? So instead of those, if we can create a different set of content, a single piece of content, or maybe two-piece or three-piece content,
Mm-hmm.
then using the same content again and again, and playing fun around the meme conversation uh, should be the thing. For example, if uh, recently you might have noticed this Vishal Megamart security guard meme was
Yes.
getting viral. So if we can create copies around it, right, instead of uh, just using the picture of the brand or
Mm-hmm.
logo of the brand, if we can just make a copy and use that in the meme, right, in
Mm-hmm.
every positive manner, or maybe we shoot a small video of 10 to 15 second, you know concerning on the topic, right? Then we
Mm-hmm.
can and try to make memes around the video to make it viral. This will avoid all the copyright issue for the company. Sometimes we have done hoardings for the company, some creative hoardings which can be made viral on the platform, for the social media
Mm-hmm.
platform. So we create content outside and make it viral on the social, right?
Got
So
it.
this avoids the copyright issue. Yes.
So just double down on this copyright thing, because the way I understand is something, let's say, something broke the internet, and you were all sort of leveraging that to gain likes, comments, whatever it is. But let's say you are making meme of certain person, if he wants to sort of strike a copyright or anything, he has to do it to all those people who have you know leveraged their name or something. So do they do that? How do they do that? Do they file a lawsuit against 100,000 people? How does it work?
They can do that, but of course, matlab, everybody nowadays wants to get viral.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to be associated with any viral thing, in their life. Of course, in a negative manner, nobody wants to get the anxiety of this, or maybe depression of this part of negative things.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly people love attention. I think in the social media, even the negative attention for some people have worked and made us, maybe people like, Puni Superstar, people like Deepak Karal, they have,
Hmm.
turned negative, uh, I think, virality to a
Mm-hmm.
positive stardom as well, right? So people have actually gained from it. They have made a career out of it, right?
Got it.
So yes, so people are,
So
though there are multiple tools available. For example, Instagram has a copyright form where they can, submit the copyright, where they can say that, this video belongs to me and I own this video and I
mm-hmm.
want this content to be removed. Then there is Facebook Right Manager, which you can have access to, and then you can remove the videos you want. Yes.
Got it. I remember there was some Olympic winner who sued some companies who had congratulated her for winning the Olympic medal, and then she sued those brands to use for using her name to gain publicity and getting likes. But help me understand one thing here. Uh, so so do brands really sort of spend time in following the trends? What are the trends which are catching up, and instantly coming up with a social media content that resonates along with the trend and publishing it? So brands sometimes take a lot of time to make decision. By the time the decision has been taken, the trend has gone. How does it work? How does the
Yes.
logistic works?
I think those brands were actually taking time. We don't remember those brands, right? You mentioned that Zomato and Swiggy are doing it. Why you
Yes.
remember their name in the first place? Because they are using it on a daily basis, right?
Right.
They're not just have done one trend and they're gone from the market. They're using it every day to remain relevant in the market. And I think with the lot of tools coming in, with AI coming in, I think with the AI editing tool coming in, the process will become easier, and
Mhm.
you can take fast action once you have once you need less number of resources in doing an execution of a social media post. So I think those brands which will actually take faster decision will stay more relevant on social media. If they have, if they don't, they'll become irrelevant. Yes.
Got it. And speaking of AI, I think with AI comes the power of creating good social media content instantly, both in form of image and text. Uh, but what I have observed, even I have used AI to sort of create a quick social media content and publish it. It never works, right? It never gets more than 5 to 6 likes. Somehow I think the algorithm inside Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn recognizes that this content has been created by AI, and it doesn't promote those content. What happens? Why it is happening? Number one, I would like to ask you that. Plus, uh, how are you guys leveraging AI to create quick social media?
I think if you are creating the post from AI, most of the person like you and me don't want to engage much of the posts which are created with AI. So right now, whatever posts you are creating or maybe are easily detectable that these are not human based, these are AI based. But I've seen a lot
Hmm.
of example right now on internet. recently there was a monkey, doing vlog uh, all over the internet, right? And
Right.
there was a AI created video, and that got massive reach, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people wanted to connect with fun content around AI, something they know that this is AI, and this is they're very much aware of, and this is actually the fun part of it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then if you try to hack it in some manner that so you have to do the hacking very much well, that people doesn't get to be aware about it, that this is a AI version or this is a human version, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people want to interact with human, people want to interact with AI if it is a funnier or it's a more engaging part of it. So we have to make our audience believe that this is what you're following, and if you think that you want to consume AI content, then you can take it. I don't think Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn has any algorithm right now, because Google wanted to uh, put a code inside the video which will
Mm-hmm.
make it detectable for at least YouTube platform, or these video format platforms, right? Google have tried to introduce this, but this is not being the this is not being used all over the platform right now. Yes, so there is
Mm-hmm.
still studies going on how to detect whether it's an AI video or it's an original video. Yes,
Got it. Let's talk
yes.
about negative PR. You briefly mentioned about that. So I think this is a game played by a lot of brands these days, especially those brands which are doing their 0 to 1 journey. They are not known publicly. They want to somehow get viral, even if it is negative. So I was reading about one person who had shared his experience on negative PR. He said positive PR, if it is giving 1x return, then negative PR will give you 100x return. So it is 1 to 100 ratio. So, and you mentioned about people like Deepak Kalal and other such people who are leveraging negative PR, negative hype in social media to catch attention, to get viral. What has been your experience around that? Have you tried it for brands? Has it worked for you?
I think we should never do negative PR around brands, because it's difficult to change the perception once you have built the perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
For brand side, for influencers, because there's a one person involved, they can be very apologetic in the journey, or maybe later on they can change the type of content they are creating. They can maybe humanize again and say that earlier that was all in the fun part. Now they can change, but for the brand perspective, it is very difficult to change that image, right? Because nobody wants to read the positive PR of the brand, right? Nobody. So a negative person doing a positive PR, that might get hurt. But a brand which has gone viral because of a negative PR, when then they'll start doing that, whether they're improving. So that will be again a very low ROI thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that would be very difficult to change that image around it. So we will never recommend doing a negative, PR stunt for just getting viral. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to use the hooks, which, for example, if they are doing performance ads, the first 3 seconds hook that we are. Uh, we are dead. We are, some hooks can be used, but I don't think the whole negative PR can be build up around and get to more customers.
Got it. Can
Yes.
you share some success stories of brands which have worked with you in maybe recently or maybe in the past, who have sort of successfully leveraged this meme marketing to gain something, be it users, followers, or customers, whatever it is?
Yes, so a lot of brands have been, using meme marketing. So with us, so for example, Xiaomi, uh,
Mm-hmm.
for every phone launch, we do memes for them. So for Redmi 14, for Redmi, all phone launches. For there was Karan Ojla event back in Gurgaon in I think November or December. So we did hoarding with Xiaomi. So I don't know if you've heard On Top song of Karan Ojla. We changed the lyrics so much that
Mm-hmm.
that in the lyrics there was like "Utte dekh, utte मैं मतलब सबसे ऊपर
Mm-hmm.
am I?" instead of "मैं" we introduce "am I," right? So that hoarding went viral on social as well, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's playing with small words of Karan Aujla lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Literally helped the brand get more attention. Then
Yeah,
we have done
this is
yes.
something I've been observing in Instagram these days. Uh,
Hmm.
they're somehow changing the lyrics of a song. How does it work? Are there any tools around that?
Yes, there are a lot of nowadays. So there are a lot of audio AI tools which can be done. Initially, this was not audio. This was a hoarding, and we
Mm-hmm.
changed the spelling of this. But if you
Okay.
want to change, I think we can use audio, or we can use your upper, employees as well. Maybe we can record the song in a different voice, right? We can,
Mm-hmm.
tools were already there. Whatever AI is doing, tools were already there. AI is making it very faster and with less number of resources. So earlier,
Mm-hmm.
when we wanted to have a video production, so we need a video producer, a camera guy, DOP guy, a creative guy, a script guy, right? So instead of now these four people, you can just give a command to ChatGPT that I need a video for 1 minute, and and in this video I want this people, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so tools were there. People were actually were creating the content, the viral content before as well, but the AI has actually made it possible in very much low time, right? Very decreased time. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Uh, if I if I were a brand and let's say you are pitching to me meme marketing or I call it asymmetrical marketing. I want to know the comparison between the traditional marketing or let's say I have budget for spending it on Google AdWords or Facebook advertisement and I want you to give me a ROI comparison of Facebook ad versus me marketing. What would be the ratio? Let's say I spend 100 rupees on traditional marketing versus how much rupees do I need to spend on meme marketing to get same amount of result?
So, if for traditional media, if we talk about TV and this outdoor media, there is no engagement, there is no value added, there's no comments, there are no likes. You cannot click on a link and go to a website to
Mm-hmm.
buy the product. So there is no ROI actually there mentioned, right? But they cannot calculate the ROI. They cannot calculate how many audience they have reached out to. They just for TV they have frequency numbers, and then they might uh, look at maybe two people are looking at the TV, and they will calculate the average number. For outdoor also, they're looking at the average number of people going forward in front of the outdoor, right? For newspaper also, there is an average number of if 100,000 users are actually receiving the newspaper, two people might be reading it, and then they might have looked on the ad or not, right? So there in the traditional media there are very different numbers. But as compared to Facebook ads or meme marketing, we know the number that this meme has been liked by or disliked by this much of number. People are commenting that this is wrong, this is right. So we get faster feedback from the audience, right? So so overall, this is traditional versus social fight. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, social is winning it, and that is why people are coming on social. Brands are very much spending most of the budget and will spend. In US, they are spending the most of the budget on social. In India, they're coming. They're giving some share of traditional media to now social media, and I think in next coming 5 to 10 years they'll give major budget to social. Now coming to Facebook and memes, when we run Facebook ads and memes ads, when we done campaign, so we actually are a supporting engine for Facebook ads. So whoever
Mm-hmm.
is running Facebook ads, for example, they're spending 100 rupees. If they get a ROI of 200 rupees, they'll get more ROI once they will start using more of memes and moment marketing content
Mm-hmm.
in their performance ads. So in that way, we support it. Second, if you are a brand, and you actually want to, you are scaled up a lot and you are spending maybe 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs on Facebook ads, and you are not
Mm-hmm.
able to reduce the, increase the ROAS, right? So uh,
Mm-hmm.
the overall, you have to increase it, right? You have to make more revenue out of it. Then you have to do the branding right. And to do that branding right, you have to spend on organic campaigns, people talking about your brand organically. And then,
Mm-hmm.
memes comes into the picture, the inventory comes into the picture. They should do some campaigns which, like you mentioned, like Spinny, Swiggy, and this, maybe Spinny is, as well, has done a campaign with this, uh, Sachin Tendulkar, and then Zomato. All those campaigns should be done to reduce the ROIs.
Got it.
Yeah.
Uh, so demographic wise, I think whenever you are doing a ad campaign or a social campaign, you would be getting analytics on what age group or what kind of people are engaging with your meme content. So I just want to understand, does meme resonate with every age group? Does it resonate with the elderly as well? Or is there a certain age group like the Gen Zs are getting more fun out of it? Uh, we are getting more engagement out of Gen Zs or something. Have you got any data points around that?
I think it's platform to platform. For example, people in the age from 20 to 35 are mostly using Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Above 35, mostly, which are from the tier one, might be using Instagram only. Which are from the tier two, tier three region, for example, my father, my mother, they're using Facebook as the platform for
Mm-hmm.
this, right? And when we talk about the deeper penetration in India in the regional language, I think YouTube is doing well, right? For people, in the right now 13 to 18, I think teenagers are using Snapchat as the platform. So everyone has their platform preferences, but yes, overall memes and content everyone is engaging with. They are, liking, commenting, engaging, sharing the content all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, from last 2 to 3 years, I think my father is sharing reel with me. So there is,
Wow,
such observation, which has worked. So I think, yes, every age is consuming memes overall. Yes.
got it. And
Yes.
sometimes the memes also backfire. For example, I was giving the example of this athlete who sued the brand who had congratulated her socially. Uh, and then there are instances like war, when India Pakistan war used to happen. People used to share some memes around, what, right? But what happens if brands start doing that? I think some brands did that. What if it backfires? First of all, why it backfires, and second of all, what do you do as a marketing agency, because you have helped the brand to get virality? But if the brand gets into trouble, how do you help them to come out of it?
I think we have to stay away from, war, any topics, and we have to be more empathetic towards the audience, right? We have to understand the audience. Memes are not only funny things, memes are sad memes are there, right? So people, start sharing the content which looks, even, whatever news you're following on social are coming through memes. So somebody's dying, somebody's,
Hmm.
somebody is problem in the family, somebody is maybe घर में कोई लफड़ा हो गया, everything is getting viral through memes, so people share those as well, right? So memes are not that, just make fun of this guy or just make fun of this girl, right? Memes are
Hmm.
religious, people sometimes कोई पूजा कर रहा होता है, there is a dharmic thing which actually, is magical, right? And people start creating memes on that as well, right? So
Hmm.
it's in every, I think, emotion can be done well. So if we know that, this war is going on, if we'll be empathetic about it, right, if we'll be emotional about it, I don't think that will backfire to the brands. And if we, gonna hate if we're gonna spread the hate, so I think we deserve the hate from the people as well in the longer run, right? So
Mm.
overall, what I think the traditional news media people ask the people at they have kind of uh, made fun of themselves during the wartime. After the war, people were making fun of them. What kind of
Yes.
reporting was done during that time, right? So they
Yes.
have lost the trust of Indian communities, right? We used to trust. These were the platform we should look forward to in such difficult times, right? So, but this time, people have realized that these are not the right platform. Even on the social, even from our pages or the very smaller companies from our as well, right? Were
Mhm.
actually asking that go to fact checker, uh, check the information whatever you are having seeing on the internet. They were multiple. We were asking people. Other meme pages were also asking to go check the official website or
Mm.
official Twitter handles of the channels which are giving the right news instead of following anything and getting so much of anxiety and depression out of it. So right, so at least some of the media were responsible, and it's good that these meme pages were more responsible than the traditional news media, like
Mm.
in this situation. Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Finally, the last question I have is about the future. Where do you see the industry going? Where do you see idiotic media heading in next 5 years? Because AI has come, AI, if anything, AI will improve. How do you see social media evolving in next 5 years? And how do you foresee your company evolving along with that?
I think we'll be helping all the top brands, doing memes, influencers, in the social, right? Overall, in the next 5 years, we see a lot of scope, a lot of, currently influencer marketing was, considered about 2,000 to 3,000 crore rupees of market every year, but that will
Mhm.
grow very huge. Like in US, it's $100 billion market. So it's in
Wow.
in India, it's gonna go to, I think in the next 5 years, it's gonna go to $2 to $3 billion market, right? And
Mhm.
overall, for our perspective, I think we will keep on growing, keep on onboarding such brands, how to leverage memes, how to leverage AI tools to create memes for their social as well, how to be on top from the on along with the competition, how to fight with them, how to be relevant in the social media. We'll keep on helping such brands to actually connect with the audience, right? So these
Mhm.
kind of expertise, what we have built up in the last 7 to 8 years, what we have known, what we have done to grow our own pages, how to check the algorithm, what is working, what is not. I think these kind of expertise will help us grow more in this specific field. Yes. So I think there's a lot of scope. There's a lot of opportunity here. Yes.
Got it. All
Yes.
right. Thanks for joining us, Himanshu. It was a pleasure talking to you. We understood a lot about how does the social media platform work, how memes work, and all. And thanks for sharing that with us. And I would say kudos to you for the work that you are doing.
Yes. Thank you so much, Priya, for inviting me. Thank you so much for all the questions you have asked. I think uh, this is the first time I'm doing an actual podcast. So this is
Oh, wow.
overall. This also helps me, how from a humble background we came to this, and now we have to move forward and how to,
Absolutely.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.